Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So we have Crazy Knight. Okay, so LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku looks incredible. This is seemingly like exactly what we would want to see. Sky looks great. He's got the standby. He transforms into full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku from the standby. Seems awesome. Huge W. But, I mean, we can't help but all feel annoyed that they're dropping this guy in the data download before the live stream. It's just, you can't help but feel like, why, like, doing it like this, where our first look at the character is in the data download from, like, these types of sites and stuff like that, that's just no good, right? Like, that is not what we want to see, absolutely. So, I don't know, man. I'm thinking that, things would have been a little bit better if they would have just tweeted it like normal, and then they also could have showed it in the live stream, because it's very clear that they held back from tweeting it out on their official accounts because of the live stream, but you still put it in the data, like, they know people are looking at it. Like, this wouldn't have been an issue if they would have just tweeted it themselves last night. That's all, literally all Dokkan had to do was tweet it themselves at normal time last night, and we're balling. We would have seen all this. They would have, had the Twitter video, stuff like that. It's kind of a shame. Now, there's a lot here. We have Super Saiyan 4 Goku. It's Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Oob. Okay. Or, Majoob, I guess. And then Super Full Power Saiyan 4 Goku. I hate how they call it that. What we're going to do is we're going to do a full breakdown. We're going to look at his details and stuff like that. So there's three characters that we have here. We have LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku. We have Baby, an adult Baby. What is it actually called? Oh, it's just called Baby. It's just Baby. Okay. And then Beerus. Alright, so let's take a look. So, Goku's leader skill is GT Hero or Full Power. It's a very strong team. It is good. Full Power is really good. Category Key 3, 170% of stats, and then another 30% for hybrids and Pure Saiyan. If I wanted to be, I think the team is good. If I wanted to be a stickler, maybe they could have added one more category to him. Let's just skip ahead and look at his categories. So he's on GT Hero, Full Power, Pure Saiyan, Goku Family, Grade 8 Power, Turtle School, Miraculous Awakening, Bond of Friendship, Accelerated Battle, Battle of Fates, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, Bond of Parent and Child, Earthbred Fighter, Transformation Boost, Kamehameha, All Out Struggle, Entrusted Will, and Power of Wishes. I think maybe adding, like, All Out Struggle to his leader skill would have been good. I really, or, maybe Grade 8 Power would have been another good one. I mean, that would have really strengthened his team a lot, but I think it would be very helpful if, like, they just start doing 3 leader skills, because a lot of teams could use updated leaders. I mean, I like this, but, one more leader skill is not going to hurt. So 12 key super, he gets 30% defense, colossal damage, and then greatly lowers attack. Okay, sure. And then it's 18 key, the Kamehameha. He raises defense for 4 turns. Now, I'm gonna assume that's a 50% buff. I'm gonna assume that is a 50% buff on the 18 key for 4 turns. Is how that's gonna work, which is gonna be pretty strong. So he gets 3 key, 150% attack and even start a turn. He gets 1 key per key to obtain. That's good with key at start a turn and a good link set, which he's got. Then he gets 70% attack on super. High chance for all attacks to be crits when launching an 18 key super is very good. This guy's not going to struggle for key either. With a good link set, like key start a turn and key per orb, we're not going to be struggling for key here. Then he gets 70% attack for the turn and 70% defense for 3 turns when an attack is received or evaded. Now, it does suck. That does get me a little, or evaded, huh? And then he gets 20% damage reduction as well, right? So it's 70% attack for the turn, 70% defense for 3 turns, and then 20% damage reduction for 3 turns if an attack is received or evaded. And then he gets another 70% defense and 20% damage reduction as the first attacker, which is good. Now, if we just look at his standby condition, perfect, okay. So, standbys for 4 turns, gets 2 charges per int key sphere, non-int key spheres give 1 charge. And then when this character receives 5 or more attacks, I did ask for clarification from Gresh. just holding out hope. But yeah, Goku does have to get hit 5 times. It really sucks because Goku is a perfect full dodge. Like, no character would work better with full dodge than this guy. But full dodge would certainly clash with this. God, I just hate having to get hit. It sucks. It sucks. I don't want to get hit. I want to win, right? So I hate when characters have to have this. And it's like, I love this. This is so good. But like, if only the standby was like that too. If you could give this guy 30 dodge in the potential system, and every attack directed at him would still proc this, it would be so crazy. I will probably go full additional with Goku. I believe Goku doesn't have additionals anywhere in his kit. I mean, he is going to be like practically critting on every single attack anyway when he additionals, and he gets defense. So I probably will go for something like, you know, as much additional as possible, I guess. Yeah, it's only like dodge can hurt for this because it's you know, full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku is just like invincible. It is so crazy. But obviously you want to get to him as quickly as possible. Like, we don't want to delay that. And I hate it. It's I don't know. I probably will just leave him with the free 5 dodge he gets as an int unit and just go all additional, and then the rest would go to crit. Probably. I like the fact that, you know, dodge would interfere with a transformation, right? That's why I was very hesitant to give the Battle of Gods Super Saiyan Vegeta dodge as well. I didn't give him dodge, and it's because of that, right? I don't want to clash with a character needing to transform. His link set is level good. The bastard has Super Saiyan, Shocking Speed, GT, Prepare for Battle, Saiyan War, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. Unbelievable, right? Just so good. That's Big Daddy mode. We went over his categories already. This is the most important number for units nowadays. Raw attack stat doesn't matter. Raw defense stat doesn't matter because that's all based off of their kit anyway. When we're judging stats, HP is what we're looking for. I believe Goku is 4th in the game. I believe Prime Battle STR Kid Gohan is 1. I believe LR Bulma and Spirit Bomb Int Goku just came out, are tied at 2. And then this Goku is, you know, 3rd or 4, right? So that's pretty good. Here's his best linking partners, which, you know, this guy is like okay-ish a bit. I mean, we could run. He's runnable for sure. They're good. So, all right. So that was Goku's Super Saiyan 4 form. Now, again, you do the standby, and, you know, we can go into Oob and Goku once you've received 5 hits. So, if we're fighting the Metal Cooler core, you know, by the time we get to the core, we very likely could be ready to go, depending upon how some things happen. So, then we could swap into Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Oob. So this character does not attack. This character is very, very similar to the Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta character. So we cannot attack other than activating the finish. Although it says this, but let's just skip down. The finishes are not attacks, right? So the 2 finishes is you end standby mode, recover 30% HP, and then 3 ki for 3 turns, but you revert back into normal Super Saiyan 4 Goku, right? Just with this additional right here. And you do this when the charge count is 29 or below, but then you'll actually outright transform into super full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku if your charge counter gets above 30 when you do it. So that's pretty good, right? His link set does actually change: Solid Support, Shocking Speed, Toughness Sales, GT, Fuse Fighter, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. This is relevant, I guess, in that it is a bit of a negative, because it's like, you know, we're probably running a full, like, Super Saiyan 4 lineup. Remember that LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta doesn't have Fuse Fighter, right? Like, this guy loses Saiyan Roar. Like, that's actually a bit of a detriment, a little bit. Like, it's a minor negative that the links are like that, right? So again, he can't attack, but even like, doing the standby, he doesn't attack, right? Like, there's no finishing attack. You either swap back into Super Saiyan 4 Goku, or you go into super full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. He gets 300% defense start of turn, 10% damage reduction per key sphere obtained, and then guard if 3 or more key spheres are obtained for his first appearance. He gets 3 key and 70% defense to all allies. the second turn after appearing, and then he changes int key spheres of a certain type to int. So he's guarding, supporting, orb changing, and damage reduction. Really, really good, right? So this Oob character is going to be untouchable. Wait. Oh, there's one thing that's not here. Is it? Yeah. Check this out. Okay, let's go over here. So Oob actually, I believe, doesn't he nullify all super attacks? Hold on. Bam. Yeah. Yeah. Any super attacks at Oob, he nullifies. Ridiculous. I mean, that's obvious. Right? Like, that's... Like, can we get a stronger defensive character than this? Oh my god, this is... Yeah. Can we get a stronger defensive character? I mean, he nullifies super attacks. Is this... Well, is it a melee super? Maybe that's what that is. It's a melee super. It's hard to say. It might be a melee. So I might double check with Goresh on that. It might be a melee super. Because if he nullified all super attacks, that would be ridiculous. It might just be melee. Matter of fact, you know what we could do? Hold on. I mean, we're looking at Metal Cooler. I mean, it says melee. And Oob says fighting special. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm not super sure if it's going to be all super attacks. That just seems so strong though, right? Like, just can't be hit by super attacks. Okay. So then we have super full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. This guy, I mean, he looks to be like a strong, easy number one. One thing with this guy though is like Bulma can support like the rotation and the next rotation. Orange Piccolo can protect the rotation with his giant transformation. And then the GT Duo, you know, you can have the revive, right? Where anyone dies and then you revive. So one thing that those three, the top three, do that this Goku does not is like able to just outright protect the other characters so much. His 12 key super is the Dragon Dance. Okay. 30% attack and defense, colossal damage, great lowers enemy attack. His 18 key super, I mean, I assume this is the 10 times Kamehameha. Greatly raised attack for 1 turn, defense for 4 turns, meg colossal damage. Again, I assume that this is 50% defense. I don't know for sure, but I'm assuming that this is 50% defense is what this is. So then when you swap into full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, you recover 77% HP. That is just so crazy. So like you can chill in Oob mode. And then, oh, we took a lot of damage? Well, now we can pull out the best unit in the game. Like, I think this guy probably is number one. It's like, I don't know if the entire character itself is, I'm going to have it number one. But, like, this right here probably is number one. Like what he's doing, specifically in the full power form. I always love this shit right here. Like, this is big. So he guaranteed guards for 1 turn. And then all attacks are crits for 3 turns. I need y'all to understand that this guy ends any fight you're in pretty instantly. And this is why I think additionals are the way to go. I would go heavily dodge if I didn't need to get hit to transform, but getting hit to transform, I'm not tempted to go full dodge on him. I will go full additional. But it's like, at least additionals give me defensive value, which is important. I want to build my characters defensively. What I probably would... I might give this guy raw defensive equips. That might be the way to go. To just match. Because, I mean, I always use him. I mean, he was rocking 800k defense start of turn. Give him some raw defensive equips. That would be even higher. It could work pretty well. And he's guarding, and he's got damage reduction and shit like that. Alright, so he's guarding. He's got the crits. He gets 7 key. Alright, dude, sure. 7 key and 200% attack and defense at the start of turn. He gets 2 key per int or rainbow key sphere obtained, and then an additional 1 key per non-int or rainbow key sphere obtained. So the bastard is getting 4 key per int orb, and 3 key per rainbow orb, and then 2 key from the rest. Okay, sure, man. Gets 150% attack on super, and a 70% chance to be a crit when it's an 18 key. So you just don't need to give this guy crits pretty much at all. I mean, you can, But it's like, even in base, he has a chance to crit. Here, he has a chance to crit. I just don't see scenarios often where you're going to be struggling to hit the 18 key, ever. Because it's like, he's critting when he does his 18 key. It's the same in base, right? Let me just quickly double check that again. Yeah, it's high chance to crit when launching an 18 key. So, with this guy, if you're doing the 18 key for the rest of the turn, you're getting these chances to crit, which is good. Okay. Then he gets another 59% attack and guaranteed crits when the key meter is 24. Okay. Yeah, again, you don't need to give this guy crits at all. Then he gets 77% defense for 5 turns when an attack is evaded or received, and 25% damage reduction. And then he gets 77% defense and 25% damage reduction as the first attacker. I mean, you just got to understand. I mean, he's rocking 800k defense with 50% damage reduction. And the first turn, he's guarding on top of that. And he's dealing guaranteed crit 25 million super attacks, right? The only thing he doesn't have, really, is additionals. It's kind of like the one thing, but... Yeah, I mean, he's looking strong. It's difficult for me to just say, like, he's number 1 or something like that. I do feel like, at minimum, he's in the tier. At worst, Goku is 4, I would say. I don't think I put the Blue Fusions above this guy. I would put this guy above the Blue Fusions, but, like, again, Bulma, Orange Piccolo, and, you know, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and GT Goku, they're just protecting not only themselves, but the other characters. Goku is, like, invincible. But, you know, if you want to run some loser character in slot 2 or 3, like Physical Super Saiyan 3 Goku or something like that, I mean, he's still going to get brutalized, massacred by a big attack, right? Whereas, you know, if you're using Orange Piccolo, you could, oops, I just accidentally went orange and now the boss can't do anything, right? Or, you know, I don't, it's tough. I mean, I don't want to make any snap. Off his info, he could be 1. Worst, he could be is 4. I cannot see this guy under any circumstances lower than 4, though. Which I think would be acceptable, because you look at how busted the top characters are right now. If this guy ends up being 4, I'm not upset about that. Like, I look at this guy's kit, I have no complaints, really. The only thing I wish is that I didn't need to get hit to transform. I hate that shit so much. Because you take dodge out of the equation with me talking about this. You don't control where the enemy's attacking. You are at the enemy's mercy of when you can transform. We could fight the Metal Cooler Core fight, and we could probably get this turn 1 instantly, easily. But it's not like things don't just always go perfect like that. You know, there's going to be fights where you're probably barely going to see this guy right here. The absolute earliest you could get him is turn 5. But that's with perfect RNG attacking at Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and then perfect orb RNG. You essentially have to get 30 orbs. 30, well, not orbs, you have to get 30 key, right? So, in my experience with the Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta character, you can do that in the 2 turns. Especially if you're running a good build, potentially with orb changers and stuff like that. Oob does orb change, but it's not rainbow orb changing, unfortunately. Rainbow orb changing is just significantly stronger. But all in all, I'd say Monster W. This guy is looking like a king. A king of a character, so that's really good. By the way, Baby Saga Super Saiyan 4 Goku has... I mean, guys, they could drop another LR of him. It's pretty crazy how much additional animations he has that they could use. So, they're not done with the Baby Saga. I mean, Goku transforming and stuff like that. Yeah, Dokkan's... That's crazy. They did all of this, and there's still a ton of shit they haven't used from him. Because that's what I was talking about. You know, a lot of the GT stuff is actually unused. A lot of it really is, right? Alright, so we also have Baby here. I don't know. I feel like at points I'm too harsh on this Baby. Because he is just like raw stats. But like if we look at it, I mean, Revenge, Inhuman Deeds, Transformation Boost, Artificial Life Form, Terrifying Conquerors, Target Goku, Space Traveling Warriors, GT bosses. This guy's going to help on these teams if you're fighting a pure hybrid Saiyan, right? So This is just Baby. This is a new named character. We've never had this named character before. Leader skill is Revenge or Inhuman Deeds. 3 key, 130% of stats. Super attack is the Revenge Blast, which gets 50% attack and defense for 1 turn, and supreme damage to the enemy. His passive skill, Tuffle's Grudge. He gets 3 key, 150% attack and defense at the start of turn. He gets another 100% attack and defense on super attack. He gets 100% defense, guaranteed his attacks will connect, guaranteed his attacks are crits, and a guaranteed stun of the attacked enemy if there's a Pure Saiyan or Hybrid Saiyan enemy. Then he gets 3 key and 180% attack if there's a Pure Saiyan enemy, and then another 3 key, 180% attack if there's a Hybrid Saiyan enemy. Against a Pure or Hybrid Saiyan, I mean, he's gonna look okay. He'll do, 6, 7, 8 million attack stat. It'll be a guaranteed crit. Defensively, he'll get to 7, 8, 900k defense, something like that. But this is not the role banner units should have. I feel like I could give this guy a little bit more of a pass than typical, because we also look at his link set: Metamorphosis, Coward, Big Bad Bosses, Thirst for Conquest, GT, Hatred of Saiyans, Fierce Battle. He's got Metamorphosis, Thirst for Conquest, Big Bad Bosses, which means he fits with characters like Cooler, Garlic Jr., Turles, Bojack, right? Janemba, Boo. Like, he works well with a lot of these characters. That's why I'm totally fine with this. But you also throw Extreme Class, 3 key, 40% attack and defense, and we're cooking. If they did that, if he just gave 3 key, 40% attack and defense, you run this guy in Turles' team and he'd be great, right? Because, I mean, he's on Space Traveling Warriors, right? Like, he get on Turles' team. This guy has the 200% leader skill on Cooler's team. You could run him there. Like, if he was supporting villains, because, like, Super Saiyan 4 Goku doesn't need a dominant banner unit to be good. Right, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, he's a Saiyan. There's a million characters that are good for him. So I like the idea of a villain banner unit, W. Especially for a character like Baby has 50 forms. There's 500 versions of Baby, of characters and cards and shit like that they could do, right? But I just wish they would have made this guy a little bit more of an asset to villains. He is a villain asset, but I wish more. This would be an amazing best banner unit in the game. Unfortunately, he's not. Just a little support, and he could be quite a bit better. Again, he's not the worst ever. Let's see what he looks like, perhaps, Carnival LR Baby in 3 weeks. I already saw the day that he's probably going to come out is like the 20th or 21st. Like a Carnival LR. Probably Carnival LR. Or Yellow Coin LR, but it's probably going to be Carnival. So we'll see. This guy could be very... I mean, if you have all these links activated, or think about it this way. This could be a character to sit in slot 2 for LR Baby, but this guy is giving LR Baby, Metamorphosis, Thirst for Conquest, Big Bad Bosses, GT, Hatred of Saiyans. Like, he's getting him 6 out of 7 links, including 25% defense there, 10% defense there, 15% defense there, 10% defense right there. If he's given all that to Carnival LR Baby, 3rd best unit in the game or something like that, this guy will look a little bit better too. So, a bummer that he's just raw stats, but, it is a lot of stats. The one thing with him, though, is you got to be fighting Pure Hybrid Saiyan, though. Like, you just don't even run this guy if you're not fighting Pure Hybrid Saiyan, I don't think. That's super big. If he's linked with a Baby character, sure. Right? Like, if again, the Carnival LR Baby does need this guy, maybe, but... I don't know. It's difficult. Like, I wouldn't put this guy in the top banner units, but, like, should I be as harsh on this guy as, like, Frost? Probably not. Remember, there's a big difference between this guy and Frost, and that's this guy's link set. This guy has all, like, villains generate so much power from their links, and this guy has all these big villain links with these villain characters, and he's on a bunch of these teams, right? So, like, it's like Frost is, like, just some loser with not good villain links, and he just sucks ass. He's just raw stats like Baby, but he doesn't have the good links. So, I don't know. And, I mean, something like GT bosses, yeah, we'll take anything we could get for that, for sure. Last thing we have is EZA Beerus here. I think EZA Beerus seems pretty solid, actually. So, super attack, he stacks attack, immense damage, great lowers defense. Wait, is it? No, this isn't his EZA, is it? No, this isn't his EZA. I was like, looking at his leader skill. Wait, that's not it. Exploding Rage or Realm of Gods, 3 key, 170% of stats. Okay, sure. That's useful for, like, Super Battle or something like that. Like, this is good for, free-to-play players, stuff like that. That's helpful. He stacks attack, immense damage, great lowers enemy attack and defense. I'll tell you guys right now, Literally, you give this guy 30% defense from a super attack effect, and I'm like completely cool with this guy, I think. That's the one thing. I just wish he had 30% defense right here. I think that would have helped him tremendously. So he gets 50% attack, 200% defense, start a turn, 150% attack on super. He gets 40% damage reduction with 3 key spheres. Now, that is very good. The only problem, though, is that Beerus is not creating orbs unless you're going up against a Realm of Gods enemy, which, guess what? It's not common. So, you know, I wish they would have given this guy some orb changing just for free. I mean, he seems in line with EZA TURs or better than most of the EZA TURs. So, like, I'm not, like, super losing my marbles about this. This guy wants to be run with other gods and angel characters, though. You could do it on Carnival LR Kid Gohan's team, but I mean, that needs to become a real team, which it's not yet. Then he can get another 30% damage reduction until he attacks with 7 key spheres. So you could put Beerus in slot 1 and he'd have 70% damage reduction before he attacks. And then he has 40% damage reduction after he attacks. Which, for an easy ATUR, I feel like it's good. Like, I look at this, and I'm not, like, annoyed by what they did with him here. I do like this. The orbs are not free, though. You probably want to run him with EZA, Beerus, and Whis, right? Like, but again, it's not really free. He gets 150% attack and even within the same turn after receiving an attack. So this guy's weakness would be if he gets supered immediately after Beerus attacks. So if we have Beerus in slot 2 or we have Beerus in slot 3 or something like that, and he gets supered, that's, you know, that's not good. That's not good. If he gets hit and then supered, he should be able to tank it well, provided you've got the damage reduction up. And then he does create Rainbow Key Spheres, and he's super effective against all types if there's a Realm of Gods category enemy. This, like, if this was base, this guy would be, he probably is the 3rd best EZA TUR. I'd have to pull up what my list is, but I probably will have this guy above Super SCR Super Boo. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Above Gogeta? I might not put this guy above Gogeta. Above Super Boo, yes. Gogeta? Probably not. Blue Gogeta is crazy, but yeah, Blue Gogeta is so easy to run in these strong movie hero lineups and Saiyan teams and superhero teams and shit like that. Beerus is not. Yeah, I would put Gogeta above Beerus. I put Beerus. Beerus is probably 4. Super Boo I put at 5, I think. Because people will show, they'd counter that with, oh, okay, kid, look at this Buhan turn. And it's like, all right, dude, yeah, sick turn 7, like, turn, man. Like, when the fight is, like, completely done, right? Like, Beerus can be what he is turn 1, which I do find valuable. The stack attack. Again, one thing I would say here, I'm okay with everything, because if you gave him Rainbow Orb changing, he becomes really nuts, I think. So, like, I get why they didn't just give that to him base. But I think they at least could have given him 30% defense right here, and I feel a little bit better about him for sure. Then he has the same active skill. Again, as of right now, active skills cannot change. They cannot change. So 50% attack and even super effective against all types and guaranteed to hit for 1 turn. And you can do it 4th turn if HP is under 70%. Links and stuff like that are obviously the same. Stats are very goddamn high. Jesus. What about Baby's? Baby's HP high at least? No, it's not, of course. They're clowning me. Okay. There we go. Yeah, Beerus seems pretty good. I look at him as an easy ATUR. He seems strong. I like it. Only very minor nitpicks of how I would have just really basically just 30% defense right there. Baby, I think, is solid because of how weak his teams are, and his link set helps tremendously. You can find a way to run this baby to activate these shits, like this monster links for the big villains, right? You can find a way to run them. I just wish he had support. That's the one thing. I could live with him sitting at 800k defense with what he's doing in his links if he's given support as well. If he was a support, bro, I would be running him on every time we're in Turles' team and Cooler's team. I'd be running him. I mean, I probably still might. I mean, definitely going full dodge for this guy, but we'll see. He could be valuable for LR Baby. I wish they made him a little bit better, but I mean, he is still helpful for villains. And then this guy, again, top 4. I don't want to set in stone he's 1, 2, 3, or 4. I would just say 4 is his basement. His ceiling could be 1, I think. But it's good. This is complex. There's a lot of stuff going here. This looks really good. So let me know what you guys think of all this juiciness. Looks like Tanabata is going to be a fire celebration, though. Thanks, guys, for watching. Now, remember, the live stream is not tonight. It's tomorrow. So the live stream is in 24 plus 5. 29 hours, basically. Well, it's more like 24 plus 6. It's like 30 hours away. It's 29 hours and 46 minutes away is exactly when it is. That's when the live stream will start. And they're going to say, hey, guys, look at Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And we're going to go, oh, my God, Amatsu. We kind of fucking saw him last night, buddy. Thanks. So thank you, Amatsu. I'll blame him. Nowadays, we just go right to Amatsu. Like, Amatsu, you know you done messed up, right? Like, it's you, buddy. I need better. This Goku's good. I'm not really seeing flaws or annoyances or nothing. But you guys should have just tweeted out yourselves. It's always better when the game reveals the shit to us rather than us finding it ourselves. So, you know, guys, if we're doing a live stream, you gotta push it. Like, you know, you can't, unless the live stream, they should have announced Goku's Dokkan event and then been, oh, by the way, live stream is coming up tomorrow. Like, the live stream should have been earlier tonight. And the data download after. Come on, Amatsu. God damn it.